Hey, race fans. If you're watching this video, you probably know that it's being reported that Greg Biffle and his entire family were killed in a plane crash in North Carolina this morning. Um, Craig, Facebook Craig, as Biffle used to call him, appears to also have been on the plane. Um, I'm just a race fan. I'm just a guy who only knew Greg Biffle and Christina Biffle and Craig through YouTube, their YouTube channel, through Cletus's YouTube channel, through NASCAR, watching Biffle race. Um, but this is such a tragedy because what you could tell from their YouTube videos that they were just fantastic people, just salt of the earth, good people, wanting to help. Like Biffle was part of the crew that really helped the Hurricane Helene victims. He got Cletus involved in that too, and shouldn't call him Cletus, call him Garrett Mitchell. But this just sucks. What can I say? This is a tragedy. Greg and Christina and Craig and the Biffle children. I'm sorry, I don't know their names, and it just sucks because when you see somebody die unnecessarily, this is just a tragedy. This is just a mechanical failure of some sort. It sounds like the airplane took off from the airport and then had a problem, a mechanical issue, and tried to return to the airport, and then it crashed and exploded because it was full of fuel. And this is just devastating. I mean, like, the NASCAR community just went through about 2.5 weeks of a major lawsuit that was kind of ripping the sport apart, and now this tragedy on top of that. And hopefully the sport will come together, because Greg Biffle, obviously when people are competing against each other and they're competitive, they're gonna clash. But once Biffle retired, everybody seemed to like him. Everybody seemed to like him, and he was such a magnanimous and giving human being. And Christina was also a realtor. I'm a realtor, and so that was one of those. Obviously I've never met them. They're on the other side of the country, but it's that weird little connection you feel with somebody who's like, oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're going through. You're in the same industry I am. You're just on the other side of the country. And so I got to see the Biffles through their YouTube channel, through, the Cletus McFarland channel, through Instagram and, NASCAR events and NASCAR stuff. And they just seemed like such amazing people that this is a real loss, that we lost a true humanitarian. And I hope NASCAR steps up, and maybe there's a way to rename the humanitarian gift after Greg Biffle. Make it the Greg Biffle Award or something, or the great, or add another award to NASCAR to honor Greg Biffle, because he is a legend. He was named one of the top 75 NASCAR drivers of all time a few years ago. He's first, definitely a Hall of Famer. First and foremost, he was just a good human. And what can I say? I feel the world lost a great family today. A friend to everybody, because it seemed like Greg Biffle was just that kind of guy. He was just. Christina seemed super cool. Again, I only know them through YouTube and NASCAR and the TV. But what can I say? This one hits a little home for all the NASCAR fans who've been going through a lawsuit over the last 2 weeks that felt like it was ripping the sport apart. And now this is just like a stab in the heart. And what can I say? Greg, Christina, Craig, The young Biffle children, you will all be missed. We're all, everybody in the country say a little prayer for the Biffles and Craig and everybody involved in this, because this is just a senseless tragedy that is unfortunate. A mechanical failure has led to this, and it's a sad day. But as I said, maybe NASCAR can maybe rename the humanitarian award after Greg Biffle or something like that to honor his memory, because I do think the NASCAR community needs to come together and honor the Biffles in some way. And this is it's a tough one. And I didn't even know personally Greg Biffle or Christina Biffle or Craig or obviously the young children. It's just, what can I say? It's a tough one. So hug your loved ones, pet your dog, scratch it behind the ears, and just let's try to come together, be a little more human this year. Let's add the Biffles and Craig and everybody into our prayers, and hope that we can honor their memory, because I think what Greg would want to be remembered for was being a great racer, but also being just a true humanitarian and a good neighbor and friend to anybody in need, because that seems to be like what I could see from his helping of the Hurricane Helene victims was a truly magnanimous and amazing person. So God bless, and again, go hug your loved ones today, because this is a tough one. Be safe.